Mr. Wenda, thank you so much for agreeing to this. To begin with, can you tell us something about West Papua, their culture, what it is like?
West Papua is the culture is very important because the culture is made you proud of who you are because the culture is part of the identity. Culture is part of the Papuan themselves to be themselves. But when Indonesia arrived and then destroy our culture, our identity, that is trying to be educate us to be other people, and then the culture that this generation sometimes embarrass themselves to be Papuans. They try to Indonesianize, but then when they do Indonesianize, and then same other way, they're killing us. So how can West Papua be to be proud to be Indonesia? That's why they look at that. Oh no, maybe this culture has made us alive, and now they recover themselves who they are, where they come from. So that's why our struggle about our culture, our identity, about who we are.
Can you tell us a little bit about your life before the Indonesians took over Papua? Can you tell us about your life under the Dutch?
Under the Dutch, even my parents said that under the Dutch they're better because they never killed any Papuans or rape any girl or any woman or any children. But since Indonesia arrived, they torture, killing, and including my two auntie rape in front of my eye. That is, we look at that Indonesia is not respect as a human being, but they look at us as colony. They look at us as different color because our color is black. That's why they can do anything, whatever they like. That's why we feel that we are not part of Indonesia. We are the Indonesian, we are Papuans. Yeah, that's why we feel that way.
Okay. And can you tell us a little bit about the referendum that took place, that Indonesia organized in Papua? Can you tell us what exactly happened?
What the referendum took place in 1969. What happened of 5 years, 1963 to 1968, Indonesia took control by a military force. They destroyed all the curriculum books and all the identity, including flag. After they destroy it, and they go to all the every villages and tell the people, when the referendum comes, when you UN representative arrive, you tell we want to be part of Indonesia. That's the first 5 years campaign. And time when the referendum took place in 1969, and only 800,000 at the time population, only 1 in 20 handpicked to force to vote join Indonesia. But even didn't vote, including my father. That's why my generation come out, no, referendum didn't happen according to international standard. Only Indonesia practice. How could 800,000, only 1 in 25,000 handpicked? That's why we are campaigning to new referendum for West Papua.
Can you tell us a little bit about your freedom movement? What have you done? What are your peaceful methods of demonstration?
The West Papua always come out on the street peacefully way to campaign, especially self-determination campaign. If you mention about freedom or Indonesia word merdeka or referendum, you will be in jail 3 years or 5 years. Like for example, Mako Tabuni was killed for simply just speaking out about a referendum in West Papua. Then he was killed last month partly because I'm campaigning here, self-determination campaign. To tell the world that we want to first self-determination. That's why he was killed.
And can you tell us about the prison conditions in West Papua under the Indonesians?
Prison condition, even people sick in the prison is waiting for die. Like for example, Yusuf Pakage, he was prison and now 10 years in prison and came out. He was sick in the prison, but prison guard never allowed him to go to hospital. And even Philip Karma, about 1 year in the prison, just waiting for die. He asked him permission to go to Jakarta to operation, but it's very difficult. We raise fundraising here in UK, we send them. That is one thing. Indonesia not responsibility any human being who was sick. Even they put him in prison.
Is torture practiced by the Indonesian guards in prison?
Yes. In the torture, one of the Pakage, he was tortured. His eye couldn't see, blind now in the prison. still inside prison. Every
And
Papuan are told.
West Papua is aware that torture is a criminal offense under international law.
They don't for West Papua it's normal, you know. They don't understand what happened because partly because Indonesia is so controlled. The torture is like normal, discrimination is normal, rape is like normal. How can they complain? How can they go to judge or lawyer, or how can they, you know, seeking justice? The justice, everything is like discriminated Papuan, so it's very hard.
Have you ever come across any military or lawyer or doctor of an Indonesia who has tried to help the Papuans? Has any Indonesian in Papua tried to help your people?
Not military, but the doctor, yes. There is some of the doctor in Indonesian doctor in West Papua. They're always trying to help, but Indonesia sometimes they're threatening them not to support or help because, especially the activists when they sick go to hospital, sometimes they use the doctor to poison Papuan. That's why the Papuan when they sick, they sometimes when you activist, they're very hard to go to hospital. Just stay in the house. Better we die rather than go to hospital because some doctor they are really not trust because you don't know they're working for who. But if the Papuan doctor they can go.
Apart from the politics, what else does Indonesia control? Does Indonesia control your schools, your hospitals, obviously?
Yes. Hospital in West Papua, billion of rupiah go to West Papua. But that money never go to West Papua, only start in Jakarta, they just announce the media. That's why hospital condition in the rest of the West Papua is very difficult, especially women, labor. From the village, on the way, they die. They get burned on the street because there is a lack of the support at the hospital. Also, school is very much controlled by Indonesia, and Papuan never go to high level like university or because they cannot afford, very expensive. That is really hard. It's systematically, very hard.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing this with Mr. Wenda. Thank you so much. Can you once say Papua Merdeka?
Papua Merdeka.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.